Riots called after a surveillance video emerges contradicting the police. Prime Minister Netanyahu meets with new EU foreign policy chief. Jordanian protesters call to scrap peace agreement with Israel. And A-listers such as Pamela Anderson attend star-studded IDF gala. Shalom and welcome to the Jerusalem Post News. Today is Sunday, November 9th, and here are your top stories. Israel police were ordered to be on their second highest alert level beginning this morning due to a call for riots throughout the Arab sector. A general strike was called to begin this morning after a 22-year-old Kafr Kana man was shot and killed by police in the village Friday night. Problems already began before dawn, with many disturbances and rock-throwing incidents, including on Saturday night when rock throwers injured a 3-year-old Israeli boy that was in a vehicle driving on Route 60. In the Muslim quarter of Jerusalem's Old City, residents threw rocks and fireworks at police, causing damage but no injuries. Police used crowd dispersal methods to stop the rioting. The strike was called by the Arab Higher Monitoring Committee hours after a surveillance video of the police shooting incident emerged that appeared to contradict the official depiction of events. Prime Minister Netanyahu told new European Union foreign policy chief Federica Mogherini over the weekend that Jerusalem is not a settlement and will always be the capital of Israel.
Jerusalem is a very sensitive issue. We treat it with the sensitivity, but it's also our capital. And as such, it is not a settlement. The neighborhoods in which we are living, Jews are living, and we've been building, have been there for close to 50 years by successive Israeli governments. Everybody knows that in any peace arrangement, they will remain part of Israel.
The Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem has been the scene of violence recently due to praying restrictions implemented on Muslims by the Israeli government. Mogherini also met with Palestinian Authority President Mahmoud Abbas on Saturday, where she stressed an immediate return to peace talks. The former Italian foreign minister entered her 5-year post last week, replacing Catherine Ashton. Her 2-day trip to Israel and the Palestinian territories is her first diplomatic visit as foreign policy chief and underscores what she said is a new EU focus on resolving the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Around 1,500 Jordanians staged a protest in Amman on Friday after Israeli forces shut down the Al-Aqsa Mosque in Jerusalem for the first time in more than a decade. Crowds chanted "Death to Israel" in several cities, with activists demanding that Israel's embassy in Amman be closed. Protesters also waved Jordanian and Palestinian flags while chanting slogans expressing solidarity with the mosque. Jordan recalled its ambassador from Israel on Wednesday, the first time it has taken such action since the two countries established diplomatic relations in 1994, denouncing what they called, quote, violations at the Al-Aqsa Mosque. The Friends of the Israeli Defense Forces kicked off a fundraiser in Hollywood on Thursday evening to honor the Israeli soldiers and the defense establishment. A-listers such as Barbra Streisand, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, and Pamela Anderson were among the more than 1,200 guests that showed up at the iconic Beverly Hilton Hotel for the annual event. Israeli celebrities also showed face, including actor Moran Atias, musician Idan Rechal, and actor Noah Tishby. Chaim Saban, the man behind the event, announced that they had raised a record $33.5 million for the IDF. And that's all for today. Don't forget to go to jpost.com and check out our Facebook page for more on these developing stories. Until tomorrow, shalom from the Jerusalem Post studio.